Alrighty. Hi guys, welcome back. So yesterday I asked you guys on my Instagram story to ask me a few questions, and you guys did. So I'm not gonna do it in any particular order. I'm just gonna do it in the order that you guys asked me. So yeah, I'm gonna jump right into it. Let's see. Why did you name your daughter Audrey? Well, me and my husband decided on the name Audrey because that's his great grandmother's name, Audrey, but that wasn't the main stem of it. We were going between Aubrey and Audrey for the longest time, even till up to her due date, and most of our family, we already told them that her name was gonna be Audrey. But even before that, we're like, I don't know, maybe it could be Aubrey, we don't know. And then, I don't know, last minute I was like, you know what, no, Audrey is a beautiful name, I think it's gorgeous, and I think it will just fit her perfectly, and it does. My baby girl is just the cutest, and I love her cute little name. It's short and sweet, and that's pretty much it. I never gotten like really deep into it. Coraline, no. I'm sorry, you can't do that. What's a dream career you had instead of being a trainer? Okay. Well, logically, most people don't know this about me, but I am certified in medical assisting in the administrative department. I got that certification last year, and that's kind of in the back pocket just in case I do want to go back to work and have a full-time job. And it's more of a backup plan just in case we need more money, more of a stable income. But for right now, I love being home with my daughter, and it just makes things easier because we don't have a lot of family out here, and daycare is just ridiculous. So I would be working just to pay for daycare, which kind of defeats the purpose of work. So I have that just in case, but more of like an ambitious dream. I don't know. I've really been into like podcasts lately, and I think that would be something really, really cool to pursue in. And just create content and talk about certain topics that I'm passionate about. And but that, if I would ever do that, that would be a while in the future when I have stabilized my home and family life. And I'm just not quite there yet at all. I'm barely getting into this, and this is still all very fresh to me by putting myself out there. So yeah. Balancing working out with a little one. So I feel like this, all moms or dads, all parents know that once it comes to having a little one, your whole entire schedule is revolved around them. So with Audrey, I basically plan out my day on her needs, on her schedule, on what she needs to do. So basically, if you want to do like something like at-home workouts, I definitely would recommend planning it around either nap time or around the time where you know your little one is kind of just running low and just like chilling, hanging out. But you kind of just have to find time around their downtime, which I know it seems hard because as a mom, it's like, what downtime? Kids don't have a downtime, they're on all the time. I feel like, yeah, I had to find like a certain spot. And plus you have to find all your options. Like I'm not trying to just say this because it's my job, but stroller strides completely threw me into like the whole, like, okay, finding what works for me. You get to work out with your little one, you get to bring your little one to class, and it's the best because most moms can't leave their little ones. They don't want to leave them in daycare, and that's totally understandable, you know? So it's a nice opportunity to work out with your little one in the stroller right there next to you, and they're being entertained, and it's nice, and you get your you time for a whole hour. And I honestly definitely recommend finding a location near you. It seriously helps a lot. But if you'd rather just be by yourself and run by yourself, I completely understand. I definitely recommend checking out your local gym and taking a tour of their childcare. They usually do it for free, which is awesome. And if you're an at-home workout person, I definitely recommend trying to find time during your little one's downtime, like naps, some quiet time with reading. If they want to just chill out, have a snack. Even at Audrey's dinner time, sometimes I will push my dinner off a little bit and I will serve her, and then I will go like push out a workout really quick, and then I'll go eat after. You'll make it work. You just gotta find your schedule and your balance and match it with theirs. I'm sorry if I'm all over the place. First reaction when finding out you were pregnant with Audrey. Oh my gosh, I was super shocked. So a little backstory though, when me and my husband first got married, we already talked about, okay, we're just gonna try and have a little one right now. So we were trying for like 2 months, and by that point, I was kind of just overthinking about it because my husband is very persistent, and he bought me a pregnancy test, I swear, like 3 times a week, and he made me take it 3 times a week. And at that point, it just wasn't like, I was like, whatever, I don't care. Like, If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm not gonna get my hopes up. So one day I was making him breakfast, and for the morning, it was like 5 o'clock in the morning, and he was like, oh, just take this test. Of course he just pulls it out of his pocket, but these aren't cheap, dude. Like, stop buying these. Like, it will happen. And he's like, no, he really wanted me to be pregnant. So I was like, okay, fine. So that morning he's like, take this test. And at that point I was like, you know what, Louis, this is the last test I'm taking. Now, no, we're not buying anymore. Just like, if it happens, I will know. And he's like, fine, just take one more. I was like, okay. So I took the test and I just threw it on the toilet. I was like, whatever, like, I'll come check it later. So I went to go make breakfast and I forgot about it. And then 10 minutes goes by and he's like, hey, like, what did it say? And I was like, oh shoot, like, I completely forgot about it, whatever. I just walked over there and I was like, whatever, I grabbed it. I didn't really look at it because I was like, not gonna get my hopes up, and I was already like on the thought, like, okay, it's gonna be negative. So I grabbed it and I was like, babe, it's gonna be, and I looked at it and it said positive, and I was like, after seeing like 20 negatives for those 2 months and then seeing a positive, my heart dropped. I was just like, this isn't real, like, this is fake. So I took 2 more because of course my husband had like a million lying around the house, and I took 2 more and they both came out positive, like clear positive, clear as day. And I was just like, whoa, okay, this is it. Like, my heart dropped. When reality hits you, when you realize that there is another human being growing inside you, you get a new whole perspective of things. You're like, whoa, like, I am responsible for someone else. This is something different. It's going down. And a million thoughts ran through my head. I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna have a baby. I'm here by myself in a different state. I'm gonna have to tell my parents. I'm terrified to tell my dad. I don't know why, but I am. I'm terrified. And it was just a bunch of stuff, but it was very comforting knowing that Louis was calm and cool and happy, and he was just hugging me. And I honestly felt so overjoyed once I like accepted everything. I was okay, like, I'm happy. I was so excited. And ever since that moment, my life has been a crazy whirlwind, but it's just been so amazing and positive. I am so grateful for my little girl. What motivates you the most? Well, the cliche answer is my husband and my daughter, because that is my answer. It really is. It makes me so happy when my husband tells me how proud he is of me. It just brings some sort of like warmness to my heart, because I just want a happy life with my family, and that's all I ever want. That's all I want out of life, is just to live a positive, happy life. Seeing my husband motivate me and support me in everything I do really warms my heart. And when he says he's proud of me, it's just like, oh, and it's not like I'm seeking his approval, but it's nice when anybody tells you they're proud of you, and especially someone that you love so dearly, you know. And my daughter, so yeah, she motivates me because I just want her to have a really positive life, and I want her to enjoy her life, and I want her to carry that on into her adulthood, and just let her know that it's okay to do what you want to do, and it's okay to be happy, and just I want her to carry that on into her future life with her family one day. That definitely motivates me to be a good person overall, so she can carry that on with her. Do you want another kid soon? I do, but the problem is that you need 2 people to have a child, and my husband's not here enough for me to conceive another child. So I do, as soon as I get to actually have him for more than a few months, I do want to try for another little one. Audrey, I think she would love to have a little sibling, and my cat is trying to knock my set down. Can I get like 5 minutes? Do you want to go take a nap? This is Coraline, by the way. So yes, I do want another little one ASAP, as soon as it can happen. So everybody, please cross your fingers for us. I hope it does happen soon, within this year, honestly. Do you ever do any detox juices / teas? They just make me feel sick. Well, first of all, I'm sorry they make you feel sick, and if they do, don't take them. If something makes you feel ill, I just definitely don't recommend it. And for starters, I am not a health professional or a dietitian. This is just advice that works for me and helps me. So definitely just take that with you as I'm talking right now. But no, I don't really take any like brand loyal detox juices or teas. I'm more of the person like, I just drink water all the time, 24/7, try to drink as much water as I can, and that makes me feel clean. Of course, sometimes I'll do the natural, like cucumber and ginger and lemon and lime, and have that soak in water overnight. And for me, that feels good enough. I have tried pressed juices with like celery juice and stuff, but it's nothing consistent where I have to have a pressed celery juice like they're doing. Like that's a trend now. Everyone has to have celery juice every morning in LA, and it's honestly, it's weird. Like it's good, but it's not that good. Do people really like the taste of that? I've tried it. It was cool. It was refreshing for a little bit, but having that every day, I don't know. It makes me sick sometimes too. Having too much of anything can't be good. So no, I don't do any teas like that. But I would look into it if it's something that interests you. Just make sure you look it up and do your research before you buy anything rational, you know. I think she's crying. Okay. How do you cope with your husband being gone? Oh man, I am still learning, guys. I really am. I feel like I'm still freshly new into the military spouse game, but I have learned a lot throughout, and I do have a few things that help me cope. One, I just try to keep busy. I definitely recommend just keep busy. I feel like it's bad because I do try to make my days go by faster, and I feel like that's not how someone should live their life. So I try to just be productive in this time and work on myself and things that I need to take care of while he's gone, you know? That helps me a lot. Just getting through my days is just having a routine and just knocking the days out, counting those days out one at a time. So number two, another thing that helps me cope is talking about him. And I know that sounds kind of weird because when you miss someone, you kind of don't want to talk about them because it brings them up and makes you think about them. But it honestly helps me talking about him because it makes me feel happy. When no one's talking about him and he's not here and I don't hear from him, it just feels like he doesn't exist, and it kind of freaks me out. But I really enjoy talking about him to others, and it could be annoying. If you hang out with me, you do know I talk about Louis all the time. It's because I miss him, and I'm sorry. It makes me feel happy talking about him. I don't know, it does. And number three, you always have to tell yourself that this is only temporary. I tell myself all the time, this is temporary. You're gonna see him. It just excites me thinking about the moment I am going to get to see him, because this is gonna be over sooner than I think, you know. And I'm just counting down. I'm already planning what I'm gonna wear when I see him, what makeup I'm gonna do, and I'm just so excited, honestly. I'm gonna be okay. I'm alive. We have a roof over our head. He's alive, you know. I am very blessed, and I know that he is doing this for us. So that's pretty much it. That's really how I cope with him being gone. How do you get into fitness? Well, I definitely think that you have to have some sort of passion for it to get into it. I feel like you shouldn't force yourself, especially if you're not in the right place. If you're just hating working out, I think you should actually find something that works for you. There are so many different forms of exercise out there, whether it's running, cycling, group classes, Zumba, literally anything, lifting weights. You have yoga, you have Pilates. There is so many different forms of working out, and whether it's expensive, if it's free, I feel like there's always something that works for somebody. So I definitely recommend trying to find something that you love first. Try everything out. I have tried probably every form of exercise, and I have things that I totally hate. I have things that I totally love. And through that process, I found what makes me happy and works for me. I definitely recommend trying to branch out and find something that makes you happy. Don't force yourself into something that makes you feel miserable, because I feel like you're not gonna stick with it. You're just gonna hate life, and it's not gonna be fun. And no, that's not the point. You really need to do something that makes you happy. How do you manage to work out and give your daughter her time with you? Well, for one, I feel like working out is my me time. That's only like the 2 hours out of the day that I get for myself. The rest is pretty much all for her. So I feel like you should switch it around and be like, okay, how do you find your you time? Because I feel like as mothers, all of our time is our little one's time. So I finally got my daughter into a consistent schedule where I can find 2 hours of the day for me, and the rest is for her. The rest, I'm either playing with her, I'm cooking her food, I'm cleaning up her toys. And so yeah, during the weekday, we have our consistent schedule of like playtime, park time, like TV time. And then on the weekend, I definitely, I like to take her out on little dates, whether it's the zoo, SeaWorld, even the park. I don't have to take her anywhere to spend money. She loves going to the park. That's her jam. She loves playing there and playing with me. I love swinging on the swings with her, and I promise you there's 24 hours in the day. You will find time for yourself and for your little one. It just all falls into place once you get a schedule. How did you start healthy eating? What tips do you have for a beginner? So for healthy eating, I always tell people you need to take it slow. Just take it slow. Don't go full force into like a diet where it's like some people like out of nowhere they're like, yeah, I'm just gonna like cut out all this food and only eat salad all the weekend. This is gonna make me skinny. And it's just, I feel like when people do that, they crash and then they just hate themselves. When I do that, I had my mistakes where I've just been like, I'm gonna do a cutthroat diet and just completely get rid of everything in my pantry. And then I crash and then I go to In-N-Out and order everything on the menu and I binge eat all of it because I just can't, my body's not used to this type of like restriction, you know? So I definitely recommend trying little things here and there in the beginning. Like when I first started, I started just doing healthy snacks. I made little oatmeal balls. I got a bunch of trail mix, and I just did little tiny things in my meal plan. Like for breakfast, instead of French toast and waffles, I had some oatmeal and a protein shake. And I was like, okay, I like this. I like sweet things in the morning. And then it came to a point where I was like, okay, I'm gonna try like a keto meal. I will try a paleo meal. I will try a carbless meal, you know? I will try these things, but it wasn't consistent yet. It was very like, okay, I'm gonna try this healthy meal and see if I like it. And then eventually when I finally figured out what I like, I started planning a little strict diet. Like on the weekends, I eat what I want and I enjoy it because I am a foodie. Like that's my time to enjoy and splurge and with no judgment, you know? And I feel like people should have time to splurge on themselves and enjoy themselves. So I definitely recommend just take it slow and don't be hard on yourself if you fail. Do not, because it happens. Just do what's best for your body and do what makes you happy. I promise you will find something that works for you. And lastly, do you get along with other military wives? I do. In the beginning, I was very hesitant, especially when I lived on the East Coast, because I feel like every military wife hears these like weird horror stories of like, don't talk to the other military wives. They're just gonna be drama and like ruin your life, blah, blah, blah. So hearing that firsthand, I was very scared to make friends, and it honestly ruined me. I was very socially awkward back East. I didn't really talk to anybody. I stayed inside all day, and it was a very hard time for me not having friends. It was very weird. So I came back to the West Coast and I was like, you know what, I don't care. I'm gonna branch out and I'll judge these people for myself. And I've actually made so many like lifelong friends through the military, and it makes me happy. I feel like you should definitely just branch out and at least try, because whether it's military, non-military, every social group, there's gonna be toxic people, but you have to just try, you know, and at least you know you tried. Majority of my friends out here in San Diego are military wives, and it's nice because they know what you're going through and they understand your pain sometimes, and it's just it's very comforting knowing you have a group of girls to talk to when you have something going on, you know? And I love my group of friends and I wouldn't change them for anything. They're the best. So yeah, those are all the questions that I received. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, like and subscribe. I really enjoy doing stuff like this. So if you have any other questions for me, go ahead and comment down below a question. I could probably do another video like this sometime soon after this. And also just let me know what you want to see. Let me know what you would like me to do in the comments, anything else you want me to film. I have a few ideas in my back pocket for certain things, but if there's anything you would specifically like to see, please let me know, because it helps me out so much. And I definitely thank you everybody who has subscribed to me already. I did not expect that first video to get as much attention as it did, and it makes me so happy, and it makes me more confident in doing stuff like this because I was very nervous. So I thank you so much for watching me, and I really hope to see you guys next time. Bye! Who's that? Who's that? Show them your monkey. Show them.
Okay.
Yeah, a kiss? Did you go potty? That's so cool.